Okay, so who's going to get intro, Jared or Matt? We're going to take bets right now in chat.
Wait, who had the better intro? I've got the best dang intro. I'm first.
Well,
go, Matt.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, my CryptoComics compatriots. We're back with another edition of the CryptoComics Couch podcast. So, Jared, you actually have a lot of guests that you're bringing on tonight. Is that right?
Well,
Jared's bringing the homies.
I actually do. Thank you. I some really awesome people with me tonight. Would you guys like to meet them?
Yes, sir.
Well, first, let's say who's with us. We have myself, Jared, and then we have
Fry.
Matt,
And
then we have we have Fry. Well, crap. Wait, Fry. And then
we're going to
Matt.
figure
Okay.
this out. We're going to figure this out.
And then next, we have the fantastic, incredible, creative Dan Cote. Are you okay, Dan?
I'm fine. I'm great. I'm wonderful. How are you
Well,
guys?
fantastic.
Oh, we're great. We're great. We could have you
Stellar.
on the show. We're excited.
You know how cool I am to these two that I get to bring you on? Come on, bro.
I'm a little jealous. I'm be honest with you.
Now, somebody that Dan brought with him is the most intelligent and creative writer we've ever known.
Can this be proven?
It is. Yeah, Victor. Okay. Prove it to him, Victor. Quick, hurry.
Yes, it can definitely be proven.
Told you.
Just give us 1,000 years. Testing.
Dude, wait, now hold on.
There.
I'm sure we could prove it sooner than that, like 999.
You know what? I'll meet you halfway and do 999.5.
The logic makes sense.
Now, also, with this dynamic duo, we're about to turn them into a trio because we're bringing on the impressive Lynn Davis.
Yes, thank you, guys. I appreciate the privilege of being here with you. And in answer to that question with Victor, he's definitely the most creative person I've worked with in the longest time. So we probably don't have to wait that long to find out.
Told you guys. You both owe me money.
By the way, yeah, write me the check later, okay?
Oh, right. Thank you. No problem. I'll get that to you. Now there's somebody special. You guys have joined our show before, but we actually have a fourth person that you guys have brought with you, and this is Nicoletta.
Hi, guys. It's good to be here.
Oh, my gosh. She's got a halo, everybody.
Please say
She
her
was
name
lit.
that exact same way with the same amount of enthusiasm through this entire stream.
Please.
Please.
Nicoletta. Well,
I think it really
it's
helps
not
out.
hard to do when she's got a halo, yo. She's an angel.
Well, she's certainly been an angel as far as we're concerned. She's a force. I mean, she's the baby of the group, but wow, she is a force.
Really?
Really.
So let's talk about this team dynamic then. So anybody out there, this is the Tales of Tesla team right here, Tesla Comics, and they are joining us because tonight they are going to launch issue number 2 Kickstarter.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh.
I know. And just so you know, I'm sorry, guys. I got to jump in here because I got to let everybody know just how awesome you guys are. So this team is so freaking cool. They put issue number 1 in the marketplace so that we could actually get a great taste of Tales of Tesla. And let me tell you, it's so enjoyable.
It's awesome.
It is so enjoyable, isn't it? Nobodies. You know what
Thank
I'm
you,
talking
guys.
about.
Yep. But just so you know, to just clarify, the Kickstarter launch is for episode 1. Episode 2 is still in the works.
Yeah.
Almost done though. Real close.
Jared just got a little more excited. So.
He's ready for it. Yeah,
I
he's
didn't
ready
think that
for
could be
2. I
possible.
understand.
I want it all. I want the whole. I just want to take your guys' brains and open them up and read them all because I love the way issue 1 has taken me on a ride. Like, it's
outstanding.
We're going to get into it. It's freaking awesome. We're going to show you guys some stuff. This is going to be fantastic. But let's talk about this team. So guys, give us some understanding of this team, the team dynamic, you know, what you guys have gone through, because this is your second campaign, I believe. So give us some info as to how things have been going for you guys.
Well, basically what I can tell you is, as far as a creative team is concerned, these guys and gal are phenomenal. We've been through a lot since we started this. And I mean, it's been a long journey so far. I mean, most of last year, we were sort of exploring the whole concept of how this thing could develop. And there's a lot more stuff in the works, which we've been working on in the background. But the Tales of Tesla 2300 has been the main foreground achievement. And when we went to Comic-Con in December, LA Comic-Con, it was just phenomenal. The actual, you know, the reception everybody was getting. And for me, that was the just due, because watching Dan and Victor work together, watching the team, because we have a weekly team meeting, obviously, on Zoom and all that sort of stuff. Mm-hmm. But watching the team actually work together is an education. I've been with teams in the past that are nothing like a dysfunctional family. That's literally nothing but a dysfunctional family, should I say. And, you know, it's arguments, it's rows, it's all sorts of rubbish and BS going on. But with these guys, yeah, we have differences. Everybody has differences. But at the end of the day, the end product is what matters, and they always deliver. I'm so proud of them.
Yeah, no giant egos here. It works because of that, you know?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, and you know, I as an artist and creator, you know, I'm an artist and a writer, and I also recognize that different perspectives and collaborations always create a better end product, without a doubt. You know, because like when I do something, I always think, oh, this is great, but then, you know, I show it to somebody else. Especially when I show stuff to Victor, he every time he opens his mouth, it means 5 more hours of work for me, and it initially pisses me off. But you know what?
I know the feeling.
Yeah, but like I was working on book 2 today, and I was like, okay, this page is done, and then I'm thinking, oh, but what would Victor say? So I changed it. So I'm anticipating him now.
And one thing I will say as well is that we had an outing to the design con down in Anaheim a little while ago. And afterwards, we were all sitting around a table in a diner having lunch. And I was just sitting there watching Victor and Dan throwing ideas back and forth to each other. And it's like, you know, we've got the next year's story arc pretty much being developed right there. And it was phenomenal. I should have recorded it. That's something for posterity.
I think
Yeah,
it's
you
one of
might
the,
want to. You might want to, Dixon, because I mean that was more than a year's worth of ideas that were getting tossed around.
but that was
Well-
one of the funny things that we actually had recently happened. I think it was one of the last conversations that Dan and I had where we're like developing the characters and talking about where we want the stories to go and each character's like character development and storyline. We were looking at it and Dan was like, so I think the thing that I thought was going to be just this 5 books for the first round is going to be there's going to be way more, like it's going to take way longer to get to that spot. And I was like, oh yes it will, because there's just so much like we have, each character has so much story and so many wonderful things that we're coming up with for each character to go through, that we're going to be able to have such a journey with them, and it's very, very exciting.
Yeah.
Well, we've already got a question coming in chat as far as the overall next year goes. What I'm hearing. Nobody's Illusion asked, will we find out who made the water spiders?
Great question.
It's going to become pretty obvious who does all the anamorphic robotics. It's usually Spring,
That's true.
but nobody knows who Spring is until they read the book. But
Yeah,
that is still a gray answer, Dan.
yeah. I'd like, so the answer coming in spring? No, wait.
no. Okay. Yeah, I think we need to find out who these characters are. There's Rose. Hi, Rose.
Hey, Rose.
Rose says hello to
Hey.
everyone in the UK. I must also point out here, we've got Crutchy inside of the chat saying hey to everybody. Looks like he's pretty excited
What's
about
up?
the launch party. And Crutchy, I'm calling you out right now. I'm gonna beat you tonight. You're not gonna beat me on this one.
Now let's not start.
I'll beat you both. I'll beat you both.
Oh, it's on. It's on. All right. Well, I might as well exit stage left.
You guys might have beat me on the Indiegogo.
Was that to the
You are
right?
not beating me on the Kickstarter.
All right. Now hold your horses. We'll get there, but not yet.
I was told I was allowed to fangirl. If Dan comes on the stream, I'm allowed to fangirl.
Oh, you're always allowed to
taking this away
fangirl
from
with Dan. Are you kidding? Are you
We're having
kidding?
fun.
Like, everybody should know by now we love Dan because Dan has a history with us, and his style is very unique. Like, his style is so unique, and Tesla is one of my heroes. His vision of helping the world and giving free energy to people is something that I rave about all the time. I think it's going to come from the aliens, obviously, because Tesla was, they nixed his ideas.
Jared, just keep going, buddy.
But
He's going so good.
The fact that you guys are taking his legacy and really like expanding on it and bringing this awesome story with Dan's, unique style of artwork is so fantastic. Like it was so enjoyable. Like I really had fun going through issue number 1. I was like, yeah, this is really good. I mean, it was so much different than Re, because Re was all pictures until the very end. And this one, you're seeing that great picture work, but you've got conversation and things happening, and your guys' character introduction was fantastic. For a quick issue number 1, your guys' the first characters you get. I love how you guys introduce everything because it comes together so well. Oh man, if I keep talking, I'm going to start saying names. So how much can I give away?
that's cool. That's awesome.
I love this comment in chat. JD Smith Digiartist says, Jared's quote, Tesla's vision of helping the world reminds me of the movie Independence Day. Remember Randy Quaid.
Great point.
And then Crutchy's picking up this challenge. So, all right, Crutchy, it's on tonight, buddy. Welcome back, JD Smith. I haven't seen you for a while, man.
The important thing to remember, of course, is the fact that when we put the Tesla tales out there, it's all to do with educating about climate change. That's the whole thing. Everything is tied in with it, and you have yet to meet Black Carbon. Black Carbon is in himself a force to be reckoned with. And basically, I think I'll leave the description of Black Carbon to Victor because he does it so well. Victor, what is Black Carbon, dear one?
Well, actually, fun fact, and I know you guys are going to love this because we actually may be doing edition 2 of chapter 1 that adds a little teaser of Black Carbon at the end for the next iteration that we're going to have of that storyline. But Black Carbon is basically he is the ultimate villain that we have in this story, and there is a legend and nobody knows whether it's true or not that he used to be human once upon a time. That hasn't been proven. We will be exploring those alternative stories, origin stories later down the road. But what he is this humanoid cyborg form that his upper body is human form, but his lower body is mostly just black carbon and smoke. And he's able to manipulate it himself. And that is how he slowly has been taking over and over more of the planet. And I had the pleasure to add a little voice to him when we were doing our promotional during LA Comic-Con, where he's just like, Earth is mine.
Dark.
You're going to be hearing him a lot.
Well, see, and that's crazy because so in issue 1, we just met the Jed. And I was getting into that villain. Like, I was liking that villain because he reminds me of, so many people these days. and I
Thank you, Jared. Thank you.
You're welcome, Brian. I did that for you. But I really like how you guys brought in the Jed and I love the name of the naval fleet of airplanes. That was fantastic. just the way that the people that were talking to the Jed, every way they talked about things, it was so perfect as to how those people think. Like, such a great representation of how they assess a situation. It was awesome. It like perfect.
And the most amazing is, at the end of the day, the Jed thinks he rules everything, and the Jed thinks he controls Black Carbon. That's the key. He thinks he controls Black Carbon. He thinks he can call on Black Carbon whenever he needs. And of course, just to
Did you
connect,
just give me a spoiler.
I
love you, Len. Oh, yeah.
You know, you're dying for a spoiler, but I think it's too early on that. But just to connect the dots, Black Carbon is one of the things that's seriously causing climate change issues right now in reality. It is from fossil fuels. It is settling on the ice. It's melting the ice. It's causing all sorts of bullshit. So basically what we've done is put a face to it so that people know it is now an evil force that needs to be dealt with. And that's
yes.
Dan and Victor's amazing work in doing that.
Yeah,
right.
The dynamic, I guess, and that's going to be the interesting dynamic too between those two characters, the Jed and Black Carbon, which is the fun thing that is going to be is that if you do get the chance to read chapter 1, you see that Jed has this sort of boy, like he's big headed, and he believes himself to be powerful, but he has that almost naive or full of himself mentality that he thinks that he can control everything because he has money. So we have this character that has this comical way of making things dangerous, whereas Black Carbon is the real danger, and there's no humor there. And that is, I think, a very good contrasting balance that we're going to have between these two characters that are confronting our hero.
Did you guys want to share? Oh, sorry. Did you guys want to share a little bit about the inspiration behind Jed? I love where Jed came from.
Yes.
Oh, I say let's have Dan talk about that.
Yeah,
because I feel like Dan enjoys very much.
But he doesn't. He thinks he can just walk out on me at any given moment.
Oh, he's coming back.
I have to multitask.
The question.
So I had to poke fun at you. I do it all the time. Watch.
Where did he go? Oh my God. Oh.
The question from Nicoletta was, where did the Jed come from? What was the inspiration?
One of my favorite things.
Oh, he's like a combination of J.P. Morgan and Edison, of course. But wouldn't want to get sued, so we kind of scrambled them up together.
I mean, that's just the look-alike contest that was played. He kind of looks like those characters that you may have mentioned allegedly. But that really just gives us the understanding that he is greedy, and he steals other people's ideas and claims credit for them, and then probably doesn't take care of his assistants very well.
Yeah,
that would be my guess.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you guys. So what was your role in creating this comic? If you guys could actually go through kind of one at a time and let us know.
Well, start with Dan. He's the creator.
Okay.
Sure. Initially, I created it. Actually, what I did first was I created the entire universe and story Bible, because that's kind of the way that I think. I can't really do a story until I understand the entirety of everything around it. So I just had this idea that I've seen, when I was doing my research about Tesla, I realized that there was lots of documentaries and lots of cameos and just all kinds of stuff out there, and there was no point in repeating that. But I did, in that period of research, realize, everything about this guy, and I took everything that he is and just put my weird creative spin on the whole thing and just went to orbit, because we start the story on the day that he allegedly died. So it's no documentary.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll leave it at that. And by the way, it's launch time. We've launched, so we can go to the Kickstarter anytime. Ba-ba-da-da!
Oh wow!
And I'll tell you what.
So we didn't get a fanfare, huh?
We had to do it secretly. There was a secret agenda going on here, actually.
Yeah, just wanted to call out Andrew Dodge. I happen to be backer number one, buddy. So
there's our backer.
Number one backer. Who does that go to? We don't
There's
know.
always next time, Crutchy. There's always next time, buddy.
You guys are okay. So now the campaign has started. However, we only know one of the four people on the show of what they're contributing to this campaign. So let me do something real quick. Okay. So I'm gonna pop up a face. Boom.
Hold on. Let me adjust how we display this, Jared.
Okay. So when I pop up a face. Nope, it still does it.
Oh, Jared, you're killing me.
Here we go. Okay, Nicoletta, it looks like you now have to tell us now what do you contribute to this campaign?
All right. Well, I'm the newest member of Tesla Comics. I'm also the youngest member, and I get the most fun job. I think I get to tell people how awesome the comic is and how awesome Dan and Victor are. I run all of
in charge of like marketing and hype.
And social media and all that fun stuff.
No wonder, Nicolette, me and you, we're like cousins. We're related somehow. You're awesome. Okay, awesome. Nicoletta is the hype queen. I expect good things from you, Nicoletta. I expect good things. Okay, and the next one, I'm going full screen. There we go. It didn't do it. Man, Fry.
Jared. Okay.
Victor, I'm sorry. You just.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go to here, Jared. you just highlight whoever you want to highlight from this screen.
Oh, let me try.
Right.
Let me try.
I'm used to having the spotlight on me, so I don't even share the screen with them.
Oh, you suck.
I'm sorry. It's not. I'm not doing it on purpose. It just happens. It naturally happens. I promise you. I would like to change that, but you just can't change your nature.
Okay. The technology recognizes it.
Yeah, the technology recognizes it. The AI
Thank you, guys. Thank you. for calling me AI.
All right. Yes, I am. I came on board to be the writer of the project, and but by the time that I came on board, the first version of Chapter 1 was already done, and I was brought along, and they were asking, they were looking for some other things to add to it, or try to tweak certain things, or create it, make it more approachable in that regard. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'd love to give it a try. And I did, and that's how we began. And after that, I got to start meeting Dan, read the whole Bible of all the world that he had created, or the universe that he had created for it. And after that, we have been just constantly doing back and forths, talking about the journey, the process. He'll show me the work that he's doing so far in Chapter 2, and I'll make him get angry because I'll give him all the extra hours of work. But it all comes from the place of it's very when I write, I'm very visual when I write. And because I also have all the story and the universe that he painted for me, that he wrote, when I'm seeing the work that he's done, I come up with these other ideas because I can see more and more of how best to highlight the story that he's trying to tell with the images. So yeah, it's been I'm excited. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, wait. Can I do this?
All right, I'm gonna let you try it. You do it,
Okay,
Jared.
here we go.
You got this. I believe in you.
Yay! Well, hi, I'm Len Davis, and I'm the president of Tesla Comics, and also of the umbrella company, which is Tesla Entertainment. So basically, I have the great privilege, I have to say, of sort of controlling what goes on in many, many ways. And I like to give Dan and Victor a free rein when it comes to the content. And it's only very rarely when things get adjusted or changed from my side of it. My job is to make sure that everything works, that it gets out there, that people get to know about it, and that we get successful things like, for example, the Comic-Con event, and everything from there on in. And I mean, this is just one of several Tesla-based projects that we're working on, which is all designed to educate about climate change through entertainment.
I love it. Oh, there goes Jared. Victor, you've proven yourself accurate once again.
There you go.
Now,
okay, well,
for anybody who's just joining us, while you're smashing that like button, just rewind a little bit and you'll be able to learn about the Tesla Comics team, because they just told us about them. So let's move on.
All right, we'll get into it. Let's look at this campaign real quick here, guys. We've got a lot of different tiers. We've got a lot of different products that you guys have.
This is a very, very, very deep campaign, and I have to say that it is in itself a story, and it's almost as entertaining as the book.
Okay,
I love it. So
do you want to go through the campaign first, or
we should start with the video? I think.
No, we're going to start with the video. Listen to Nicoletta.
Yeah, it's like a little trailer. You'll like this.
Okay, we haven't had a chance to put the trailer inside of StreamYard, so if you guys can give me just a moment here, I'll get that loaded in. That way people on specific platforms will be able to hear the audio.
Sure thing.
So if we can, while I'm doing that, let's see here.
Let's talk a little bit about how we put it together, because I love it's like it's a comic in and of itself, the Kickstarter.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure that people wanted to keep scrolling down, so I would let the characters cameo in there and make comments and stuff. So it's pretty fun ride. What do you think of that logo, huh?
Loving it.
Huge fan.
I believe. Yeah, I believe we used it for our materials just to make us look better.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, this campaign is like peppered with videos. I don't know that we want to look at all the videos. We'll let people do that on their own. But as we scroll through, we'll let Nicoletta narrate for you guys. There's the cover.
Oh, can we get a narration on that cover reading?
On the
Go, Nicoletta.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That text is really small.
Yeah, I can't see it either. Hold on one second.
Improvise, just improvise.
I'm on the. Wait a minute.
Don't I look great? That's what Tesla's saying. Doesn't he just look dazzling in his suit with his cane? He's got the coolest outfit. Can we talk for a second about Tesla's like look? How cool does he look?
It's pretty rad.
Mm-hmm.
I like
remember,
this
is very confident. Remember, this is the year 2300, and this is Nikola Tesla, and this is his third cloning. Mm-hmm. So we're starting this series in the year 2300, but there's actually 300 years of backstory that precede this. Let that sink in for a minute.
Well, the video is actually now ready, Dan. Would you guys like to just play the intro video that's located? So that
and this is a little trailer about the introduction book, the first book, this one.
Okay, let's check this out.
Sir, an unidentified floating object surfaced 1 nautical mile from this location.
Space Force Coastal has been deployed.
We suspect this is a Code Blue breach.
Code Blue? It's Tesla. Do you know how many generations of Jeds have waited for this day? Do you realize how many years my predecessors have waited for this day? Do you know how much of the Jed fortune was spent for this day?
33 generations.
280 years.
And $80 trillion. 2/3 of your family.
Nobody asked you. Space Force leader, do you have a visual on the intruder?
Hi, Commodore. Well, what are you seeing?
Code Blue is in a purple suit, yellow tie, has a finely coiffed mustache, and appears to be riding the back of a turtle. He has a very confident smile. Sir? Your orders, sir?
I don't care if he's riding a golden seahorse. This man is Earth's most dangerous threat. Roll that turtle into bite-sized nuggets for Skrill.
Skrill? Huh. Good one. They're really swollen.
All right, boys. You heard the boss. On 3. 1.
Humanity.
2.
We never learn to see beyond our fears.
3. Well, has the threat been eliminated?
But where there is greed, there is also hope.
Negative, Commodore. The turtle threat appears unaffected.
That was extremely violent.
So awesomely violent.
There now, Dodo. Be still.
Such a tremendous waste of resources. Imagine what they could accomplish if they learned to see beyond their blind ambitions. No matter, my young Martians, it's showtime.
Oh yeah, baby. It's death break time.
Easy, dear brother. There will be no death today.
Pish posh. I will have nothing to do with this.
Spring, your dodo is extremely highly strung. You may want to add some sensitivity regulators to buffer some of those synapses. I anticipate Earth will provide more excitement than any of you could ever expect. I may not be a man of violence, but I'm a man who's always prepared.
Not like the looks of this. Discharging weapons!
Our engine! We're sitting ducks!
Code Blue has deployed some form of laser targeting system, sir.
The death. Space Force leader, change of plans. Take him and his turtle alive.
Silent in the theater.
Yeah, in theaters soon, I should say after.
I love that line that the turtle has been unaffected. That's fantastic.
I like the Cote mustache one. That's
I love the death ray that's not a death ray. Oh, that, some of them voices sound familiar.
Somewhat.
That's your imagination.
Are you, really? Wow. I was thinking I could narrate the Kickstarter with Nicoletta, but then I was like, but now I know what Tesla sounds like, and it sure the heck ain't me. She sounds like some awesome person,
That's a good quote.
But don't forget,
don't
forget, Tesla was Serbian, so he has that Eastern European twang to his dialect, the way he speaks. So
I know.
So
that was. Go ahead.
So now you know it's not a documentary.
It's not? No, I
super.
swear this happened.
Yeah.
Well, it's not. This will happen because 2300.
Yeah. Victor, thank you. I was totally wrong about that. This will happen, and yes, I mean this is fantastic. This is fantastic. The that's one of the best freaking commercials I've ever seen for a comic. That was fantastic. Nice. That was just, and it's one of the best parts of the comic too. I was like, man, you guys really nailed it.
It's a documentary.
Just so you know, we actually call that Teslamation. That's the term we coined for it.
Teslamation? I like that.
Teslamation, I do too. It sounds like electrifying. You know what I mean?
And, the actual work on the video side of it was done by my son Tom. He's not here at the moment. He's working on a studio project. But if you may remember Tom from last time, he was sort of popping. But he did the actual proclamation on it itself. So, but it's really cool. It's a nice way to see it.
Were all of you guys voices, or just some of you?
Now, I mean, being honest, Victor was a leading role in that one. Victor was the Space Force leader.
Told you, Vic. I knew it. You tried to hide from me.
And it sounded very.
You got no proof, Jared. You got no proof.
And very much like we had President Obama in it. But on the voice talent, there's a very good friend, dear friend, talented voice, Richard Hench. He played the Jed. And we had, and of course, Victor was playing Tiffin as well. Very cool. And we had another talented actress by the name of Demi Mann who played Velvet Spring.
Victor's got range.
Oh, he's got range. He's got a lot of range. Yeah. Plus we know he can stand up in a fight against a girl. We know that much. There's an inside story on that one.
I love one of the funnest part was that when we were recording the voices, that he was like, I need you to do the voice for the pilot guy, and I came up with the voice that I did, and he was like, you sound like Obama. I didn't even think about it. The electricity is working.
I love it. I think it was great. I didn't even know that was Victor. I didn't know that was you.
Yeah,
you threw me.
He's got range. Dude's got. I'm a little impressed, Victor. Jiminy Christmas.
There's one thing you need to know, Jared. If you study Victor's IMDb, he's got a lot of credits of various bits and pieces.
Okay, hold on. You just went right over my pay grade. IMDb is
Internet Movie Database. It's where all the credits.
My Jiminy Christmas. That sounds so like official.
Yeah, if you go to imdb.com, then you can type in anybody, and then.
Yeah, should we be worried that Jared doesn't know what an IMDb is?
I think so. Actually,
he knows now.
Is it pretty basic in the world of doing this kind of thing?
It's pretty basic.
Oh well, shows you what I know.
I'm trying to drink the water, Jared. Come on, don't make me laugh.
Just don't drink Jared's Kool-Aid. That's all I ask, Matt.
Nice.
Okay, so let's check in with the Kickstarter here, guys. One thing is, this has been coming up a couple of times already. So a lot of people that are maybe in our chat or maybe already fans of Tales of Tesla, you guys heard about this platform through the Indiegogo campaign, the subscription that was previously released.
Yeah.
So one question that we're seeing come up a lot, and anybody on your team can answer this for us, but Is there a benefit to backing both platforms here for any of those users?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got things on this Kickstarter which weren't included on the Indiegogo. And I mean, as you go down through with the rewards and everything that's going on there, you'll see a few quite unique little bits and pieces tied in with it. So it is definitely, there are definitely additional benefits to doing the Kickstarter and the Indiegogo. And basically anybody that came on board with the Indiegogo, you know, there's, because of the way we do work this thing, if somebody comes on board with the Kickstarter and they would like to switch something out, would just talk to us. We'll work it out. You know, it's easy.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's a good thing. We do have, when we came away from Comic-Con, for example, we have T-shirts, we have hoodies, we've got lunch boxes, which are phenomenal.
That is cool.
Unbelievable.
Oh, hold on. Going full screen.
There you go.
What? That's a lunchbox?
Isn't it cool?
That's so cool.
It's got a little handle.
Hard metal, old school. Oh.
And that's just the first of the series, because Dan presented a few other images as well for the lunchboxes. And that was the one we went with because it represented the down-to-earth cover. But literally, there are new items involved in this Kickstarter which weren't there in the Indiegogo. But as I said, anybody that supported us on Indiegogo, if they want to reach out, we can easily switch stuff out if they want to. Nobody should feel like they're being shortchanged in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. Well, should we go through the tiers?
Absolutely. Nicoletta, I would say over to you, baby.
Sounds good. I think we should. Do you guys want to go through each individual? You think we'll just do by tier or by product?
Let's go through the tiers.
All right. If you want to, we have them detailed in the graphics as well.
Wait, hold on one second. I'm sorry to interrupt y'all. I am so rude.
Let me find those.
And I apologize for that. But I kind of wanted to scroll through that comic of itself portion of the Kickstarter to show that off a little bit more. There is so much cool stuff I mean, we don't have to watch all the videos, although I am tempted to if my magicians behind the scenes who do all my super cool stuff for me can put up some more of them. But until that question is answered, Fry, I'm not pointing at you.
Fry, hint, hint. Fry, hint, hint.
If I can figure out how to point at you.
It's working. Fry's trying here, guys. Okay.
But I really want, like, I know they can't see it that well on the screen, but you're right. I mean, I'm kind of like cheating over here, scrolling through that side, and you guys are totally right. It's like a total freaking comic all of its own. You got a lot of stuff going on there. I think it would be beneficial just to kind of finish that roll off and then you know what I'm saying. Maybe we can talk Victor into doing a couple of, you know, little.
Why do I get the feeling that Jared just wants to hear?
I feel like you
narrate
better clarify and finish that sentence, though.
Reads. I said reads, like reading it off, like, you know, doing a commentary. No, it's not commentary. It's a you know, where you like
read
the script.
The In a World trailer voice kind of thing.
Oh,
In a world.
In a world. No.
In a world.
Oh, we got talent here on the show, guys. We got to take advantage of this.
Well, the funny thing was at the Comic-Con, when we prepared the video, it would run for about 5 minutes. And then the last minute and a half was an animation where Black Carbon would smash the screen, poke his head through, and Victor's voice with a slightly deeper pitch and reverb would resonate throughout. And it's like every 5 minutes, people were sort of coming by the booth. And when that happened, I saw a few of them going, "What's that?" You know what I mean? So it obviously worked. So Victor's take on Black Carbon was bang on.
Right on.
That made everybody at the booth hate me, obviously, because, you know, while people are just walking by, we were there for the whole day. Every 5 minutes, my voice just kind of going, Black Carbon. Everybody's like, "We get it. We get it, okay? You're evil. We get
it." Hey, there's nothing wrong with making your booth buddies a little, you know, jealous.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't. That was totally purposeful.
I get it. I get it. I just need to move closer so I feel cooler.
Well, hey, next live I'll bring my guitar. I'll sing for you.
Dude. All right, so let's get wait a minute. We got the screen share going any second here. Just 1 second. I think I know how to work this.
Oh,
it's
Lord.
Right here.
Oh, there we go.
I am so awesome. Okay. See? Matt was doing the same thing I was. He was enjoying it behind the scenes because it's pretty freaking awesome.
I was actually.
It's really incredible what you guys have done with this. This is really creative, and I agree with Nicoletta. I think it's a really, really cool part that needs to be showcased and shown off. You know, enjoying the comic is one thing, but these are awesome. This is a creative team that's really taking it to the next level and giving you engagement even at the Kickstarter, which I think is just so creative. I love it, guys. This is fantastic. So where are we at? Okay.
These are our special Kickstarter exclusive deals.
Keeps growing.
Early bird catches the fish.
That's it.
So you guys want to talk a little bit about, I guess when we get there, we'll talk. The VIP subscription is awesome, but we'll get there. Just for you guys, the first 2 weeks, if you subscribe or donate, whatever you want to call it, you get the VIP subscription for only $80, and usually it retails for $100. And that's 6 comics mailed right to you, and then access to all our behind-the-scenes digital assets. And the first 150 backers get level 5. You save $10, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, right on.
Okay.
Now let's have a look at these perks.
There we go.
Like I did that.
All right, so level 1.
buddy.
Level 1, you get the awesome newsletter that Victor does, and it's awesome. Also, you get a really cool digital loyalty badge to show you're an official Earth Keeper, and that's what we call our people. We're all Earth Keepers.
Yeah.
I am a bit curious on what that would look like.
There's pictures of it. And then tier 2 for $10, you get an epic digital wallpaper, digital comic, a sticker pack made by me, and then the newsletter and the digital badge.
I wouldn't give these folks a nickel. Oh, they're fools. Sorry about that.
So number 3, I actually have the decal with me. I don't know if you want to do a little.
What? Going full screen. Hold on.
Here we go. There it is.
Nice.
Oh, it's sick.
It's really cool.
Oh,
it's really good
Ah,
quality.
crap. Okay, hold on. Is that a part of tier 5? Oh no! Wait.
Hold on. Wait, is this what? This is a part of tier 5 or no?
We're on 3, right? Aren't we on 3?
Yeah, I'm just making sure that the early bird special I already got is gonna come with the sticker. Oh, it does. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
Now wait a minute. Is that a peel off sticker? So it's all translucent around the. It's not white. Is it translucent?
White.
It's
white.
Okay.
It kind of feels like that.
Oh man,
it's
I
super
love
cool.
that.
It's the logo.
Yeah, I love that
on your
logo.
car, on your water bottle. You can put it on your forehead. You know.
I don't know. I mean, I do have a big forehead. You're right. I probably could.
It's got its own weather system.
All right, and we are going
Some
back.
people use sunblock. We use a sticker.
So that's level 3, and then the dossiers, which are basically in-depth descriptions of each of the characters, and I personally love it because you really get to know the characters' personalities too. Oh, there you go.
Hold on. Going full
Cue to
screen.
Dan.
And they're laminated and signed.
Oh, right on.
Oh, that is cool.
That is really neat. I like that.
It even has its own sound effects.
Yeah, the digital ones, of course, aren't laminated. Are those digital
Yeah, this is the digital for tier 3.
Okay, but it's the same. It's the same art, and it's 2-sided. There's 2 sides of information, so you're getting the full details of each character that's in book 1, episode 1. And when we release episode 2, every new character that comes out will have a dossier, and details and quotes that they would have. So it's pretty extensive.
Mm-hmm.
So these are things that you will want to save and collect, because every new character that's introduced, you got it.
It just sounds so cool.
In case you guys don't know, that is the official soundtrack of the comic.
Nice. The digital package totally works.
So
for
just so you anticipate, like I said, every new episode, every new book will have new characters coming in. So there will be new dossiers emerging with every book as well.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
And I don't know if we had those on the Indiegogo campaign or not. I think we did. Did we?
We had the dossiers there, yeah. That they were they're on the download side of it, digital dossiers. I think we had the printed ones as well. I don't know whether anybody took them.
I think so. Yeah. I think we did load up our Indiegogo supporters with that for sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay,
so that's all. Let's move on.
All right, level 4. This is where it gets exciting, because you get the official physical comic. Does anybody else have a copy with them?
Yeah, well, you want to shake?
Hold on,
sound
going
effects?
full screen, and then I think I'm going. Okay, now Matt, are you ready with yours?
Did you get yours signed? I got mine signed.
What?
Oh, is your sign too? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm closing in on your sign, Nicoletta.
Let me just add one thing, if I may. There are actually some different versions of those now, because we had our very first print, which was a limited one. Then when it came to Comic-Con, we had a different version with a poster of black carbon in the middle. So there's that one. And when we get around to the mainstream run, which is going to be like the tens of thousands or whatever, obviously, then that's going to be the final one. But there are versions going to be out there of limited runs of the first prints.
Mm-hmm.
So right now on both the Indiegogo and the Kickstarter, it's the collector version, like Matt has there. That was made available at the LA Comic-Con for the first time. Yeah. And that's a limited run. So those are very collectible. Hang on to it. Slab it if you must, but I wouldn't personally. But if you do want to slab your books, then maybe jump in again and get a Kickstarter version. It might be a good idea to slab one, but it's too fun of a book to just not be able to read. All right,
Jared, you wanted me to scroll up?
Yeah, I didn't know if Nicoletta had a chance to tell us about level 4. Did we cover level 4 already, Nicoletta?
The only new thing is the comic, and it's signed too.
Okay. All right. Awesome. My bad.
Yeah. It might not say it. It might not say it, but all the books will be signed.
Because Dan's awesome. Excellent. Like, who does that? Who signs all their comics? Right?
Dan.
He's
the man.
That's why we love him.
Right. I think I need to move closer to him.
What's new on level 5?
I love
Actually,
that.
I am moving closer to you. I'm going to be moving to Arizona pretty soon. We'll be a little bit closer.
Hey, we're going to share the same time zone, baby.
I just wanted to point out, everybody that's asking questions in chat, we'll get to those right after we're done going through all the different levels here. So.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Bri.
All right. So level 5, we do have a special deal. The first 150 backers, you get this tier $10 off. So you get the physical comic autographed and 6 physical dossiers that Dan showed us earlier. And then everything else from the other tiers.
Cool.
Right. You had me at level 4.
All right, level 6. This is the VIP subscription. You get the 6 solid physical comics that will be published in this year. And then you get the physical dossiers autographed, dated, and laminated. And I don't know if between Len and Dan, who wants to describe the VIP subscription a little bit.
Go ahead, Len.
I can't even see what I'm looking at here. It's a bit small on the old screen there. But basically, can you see it clearer, Dan? might be easier for you to do it.
Oh no, it's the VIP subscription, so it's all about access to the website. That's why I think you should address it.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
Uh-huh.
basically, what we've got there's on the TeslaComics.com website. There's what I call the inner sanctum, which is where all of the digital product that people will be sort of getting will remain. And what we do is we give them a password, and they can get into the inner sanctum and see exactly what they got within that portal itself. It just makes things a lot simpler for delivering digital, and they can go in as and when they wish, and sort of make it a simpler system.
Nice.
If anybody doesn't know what the inner
What's
sanctum is, it's a Doctor Strange reference.
Yes, it's Doctor Strange.
the sanctum sanctorum. But anyway, that's me nerding out. Don't mind me. All right, so tier 7, you get this is pretty cool. I think everything's cool. If I say cool a lot, it's because I love Dan and I love this comic.
It's cool. We get it.
Cool.
We get it.
So you get for level 7, you get an original art sketch. This is from the book. This is like Dan has the coolest way of the way he does his comic, and he kind of, I don't know if you want to give us the bullet points of what your process looks like, but this sketch is going to be like phase 1 of what the character or that scene looked like, and that's a one-of-a-kind collectible sketch. It's only one of each.
So the rough sketch.
Yeah, so I'm really strange guy because like nobody does this kind of stuff, but also it's because I do the artwork in a very different way. You know, it's essentially digital art, right? But it always starts first with a sketch. So I sketch the piece out, and sometimes they're pretty elaborate and sometimes they're really rough. So what I do is like, you know, I'm going crazy with that laminator, I know, but I actually take that original artwork and I back it with the final piece and I laminate them together. I sign them first, sign them and date them. And like if there was three sketches that were involved in that panel, you get all 3 images. So, you know, I have no need for this artwork anymore. So I'm giving them out to, you know, the world at large.
Wow.
And again, they're going to be laminated, so they will last forever because plastic is forever. Some things should be encased in plastic. Plastic is kind of a bad thing for our environment, but
it's forever until you find the right bacteria to eat it. Just so you know.
Yeah. But it's really pretty fun to look at it that way too, and it really makes it special. And it's also a sort of a way for me to say goodbye to the artwork because I look at it again and I trim it out and then I arrange it in a collage and then laminate it, you know. So it's a whole process of saying goodbye to this original art. So it's not.
Oh, wow.
So it's very unusual approach to selling original art.
That the original art, that's even better than the NFT. I can own them both. I want it all.
There we go. Also, just real quick from 7, we did miss the little pin.
Oh, going full screen.
You guys see it? How cool is that?
Dude.
Oh, I really like that pin.
And don't you guys hate when the pin's on your backpack and it spins around, doesn't stay still? Well, guess what?
Yes.
It has 2 pins in the back.
I really like
everything.
That's got 3D going on
Yes,
the
it
front,
does.
doesn't it? The
Yes,
mustache is sticking out. The hat sticks.
Oh, that is
How cool is
really.
that?
Oh,
These
my
are
gosh,
limited
I want that
edition. There were only 100 made, and after we each took one, there's only 90 left. So
crap!
Get one before they're gone.
So the pin only comes with level 7 and higher, or level 8.
Level 7 and higher, I think.
Oh my God.
You guys should give some thought to maybe, you know, throwing the first Kickstarter backer that pin just as like you know, thank you.
A big thank you.
We might give some away. I don't know. We'll think about it.
You know, and then send him an extra one so he can give his buddy.
I'm just saying, I got a backpack. It's got a lot of pins.
Do you want to put it
How do you know
alongside all
those were
those
the
pins?
qualifications to get a pin?
It's like a walking billboard, guys. I mean, I don't know how else to sell this to you.
To every convention, practically. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. All right. We are on to level 8.
Level
I feel
8.
like
So
really
level
on this
7
game.
and lower are kind of, you want to support and you want to be part of the story. This is really how you become part of our family, part of our team, is level 8 and up. Starting at level 8, you get executive credit, which basically means your name is going to appear in the credits of everything and in the physical comic itself. So it's kind of your way to leave your mark on our story. And also, limited edition T-shirt, woo-woo, which I'm sporting. I probably should have worn something else.
Hold on. Going full screen. Oh, I totally shot that off.
No, you can see it. Woo, Tesla.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, it's cool. It's got all the characters and stuff on it too, but yeah.
Very cool.
I'm a little jealous that Crutchy has a pen I don't have now.
I'm ready for my close-up. Well,
Tesla level 9.
Level 9. So there are only 10 of these, guys.
Whoa.
But for the $1,000, $1 million.
What? What?
you get your likeness illustrated in one of our upcoming comics. So that means you, that's right, you watching right now, you can be one of the pilots that says one of the really funny lines.
Hey, Jared and Matt, I just want to throw it out there that if there's ever been a
minions,
time
right?
for you to thank me, this is
Or one
it.
of the minions. Depends on how Dan's feeling. If he wants to put you in as a pilot or a minion, depends.
And it's going to be your likeness in Dan's style.
Yep.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Dan. Do these people get their own? That's right. They get their own dossier, right?
Yeah, they do.
A whole part of the story.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Okay, guys, I just feel like I need to throw this out there. Jared and Matt, remember that time you said that Fry deserves his own dossier? I remember. I remember you guys saying
You remember.
We were
I was
specifically
actually just
talking about the
making that
FBI.
argument to the team the other day, Fry.
What an opportunity for you two to really just pitch in together.
I know. Don't worry. I
show
will
the world
run
what
the
Fry
request
means.
up the flagpole.
I'm just saying.
I'll do that
I'm
for
sure
you,
Dan
buddy.
Great
can probably
Valentine's
work the
Day
numbers
gift.
for you guys.
It
And
is
also
going to be.
you get a hoodie too with that tier.
I love
That
hoodies.
dude looks just like me.
Oh, that's so cool. And then we've got level 10 here.
Level 10. So we're going to go into detail about the sculpts, but essentially they're 3D printed, hand painted figurines of. We have one of Tesla and one of Spring.
Do you got
So-
one to show?
We have pictures of them all the way at the bottom. But with this tier, you get a special sculpt in its case, and then one of the lunch boxes. Do you guys want me to show the lunch box again?
Yes.
And if I can add, yeah, there we go. There's the lunchbox.
Ooh.
Yay!
I love that lunchbox. Old school.
There you go.
Just there you go. You can see the
There
dog.
he is. There he is.
There's Tesla.
I feel like you guys
I love
just went
that.
through my
Attaching
collection
photo.
and found literally anything I would
love that.
want.
That's 12 inches tall.
Kickstarter.
And
This
just
is
so you
really-
know, I mean, they're 12 inches tall, both of them, the Tesla and Spring, and they were created from Tim's art by our 3D guru Tim Allen over in the UK, and literally we had these then 3D printed here in LA and hand painted, and they are absolutely gorgeous. I got to be fair, the guys did a really good job on them.
That is fantastic looking.
We'll be releasing video footage and pictures from the convention. I have a lot of close-ups on them, so just keep up with our social media, and you guys will get all the inside scoop on all the stuff offered in Kickstarter.
And where can everybody find your social media channels?
We have them at the end of the main video. All the tags are at the end of the trailer, but we're just at Tesla Comics.
Excellent. Okay, so anybody that's listening that may not have been able to see the video earlier, if you just go onto your favorite social media channel and search for @Tesla Comics, you should be able to find these guys.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay, now hold the phone. Hold the phone, everybody. Hold the phone. We have been neglecting. We've been neglecting.
You've been neglecting Fry by not pitching in together and just throwing it at that $3,000
No,
tier.
I feel like I'm deserving. And I agree with nobody right now. Like, I just feel like it's time.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. You guys finish up going through all this information. I will go ahead and I will post a badge that I must say Matt put this one together, and it's probably one of my favorite badges that we've had.
So we do have
Very much
some?
so.
I wasn't sure if we had some.
Yes, sir. Somebody actually,
Wait,
I believe,
some or
Illusion
one?
noticed earlier.
I saw that, but I wasn't sure what she was talking about.
So I will go ahead. We will get that inside of chat. Let's go ahead and check back in with this Kickstarter, though.
All right.
Okay.
Congratulations. We've arrived at the final frontier. Nope. Wow,
Oh,
crickets.
my
Thanks.
goodness.
It's okay. Puns aside. Anyway, for the final tier, you get both Tesla and Spring sculpts shipped to you.
Oh.
Along with everything else that was included in every other tier.
Whoa. What?
I think Springs, if you scroll down a little farther, I think Spring should be there.
Yeah. Man, those look really good. So those are 3D printed and painted. So they must be 3D printing the pieces and then putting them together or something like that. Hers would be really hard. That is really good.
And you said these are 12 inches tall, these pieces?
Yeah, the 12 inches tall. I mean, the company that did them here in LA is Mellow 3D, and a big thanks to Junior for that. He did a great job on those.
That is awesome.
So from here down, this just is a deep dive into each individual piece of the tiers. If you guys have any questions on what everything looks like, descriptions, this is where you're going to find it, is down here.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Oh, and we got some exclusive stuff to this campaign, guys. So you definitely want to scroll down and check out the perks deep dive. There's some really important info. And again, the comic just continues. The creative. Oh, wow. Look at those.
There's the badge.
Those stickers. Are those the stickers you're doing, Nicoletta?
This is the badge here. This is the digital badge everyone gets.
Which one? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I scrolled down ahead. I got excited. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that.
All good. Just the wallpaper.
Oh, this is the wallpaper. Okay. Which
Also
is on them on the
exclusive.
turtle, which is awesome. Yeah.
That is cool,
Here are
man.
the
There's a
stickers.
lot of stuff here.
Those are the stickers.
So
And for anybody that might
Yeah,
be
those are cool.
listening in, what we're doing is we're actually just scrolling through and checking out some of the stickers. You guys will be able to find these if you go over to the Kickstarter and do a search for Tales of Tesla. These sticker designs are fantastic, though. And I must say, I'm a bit of a sticker connoisseur myself.
They will be printed, laminated, and hand cut by me, so it's extra special.
Oh, wow.
It's even better.
Hand cut. All right. They just took it up a level. Wow.
Well, let's see
this
here,
is
guys.
fantastic,
We're real far behind on chat, and I want to try to get caught up because a few people are asking questions. I want to make sure that we can get those addressed, especially during the stream here.
Sure.
So let's see. Some of these are questions. Some of them are just comments in regards to the campaign. We got Joe Frazier over on YouTube saying, "Love the art. Tesla looks super cool." We do also have links for the campaign inside of each chat channel. So if you guys are looking for that link, there you go. We had a few people talking about different quotes from that commercial. I think it's great. That's one of the better commercials that we've seen. It's awesome. And yes, the voice acting as well, Victor. All right.
It's okay.
It was fantastic, Victor. Don't even let him.
I was in it.
I thought it was
didn't know.
JD Smith comes in saying that Tesla looks like a combo between the Joker and Salvador Dali. I wanted to make sure we touch base on
That's a
that.
fair comment, actually. That's very cool.
Aaron over on YouTube says, "Such a fun promo. I love the music. Really hypes it up." We got a hashtag floating around in here for Teslamation, which is pretty sweet. One thing I wanted to point out. Now, this comment was made a little while ago, so we do need to definitely check in on this. But
Yeah,
the
we're
Kickstarter is
we're
already
almost there.
beyond halfway. Yeah, so let's check in real quick if we can. Let's
No
see
way. Are you
exactly
guys
where
serious
we're
right
at.
now?
We're fully funded, guys. Look at that.
Yeah.
Reach our goal.
Congratulations, guys.
Woo!
Of the original
Whoa.
$1,000 goal, was 1,200.
Shits, guys.
Now, A, this is awesome. This is super exciting. But B, keep in mind that we've still got 59 days to go. And a big part of these crowdfunding campaigns is that these creators, a lot of times, that goal is just what it costs to get that book out.
Right.
Anything over that really helps them print additional copies. That helps them, get more of the word out. That also helps a lot with conventions, convention costs, the cost of marketing this book in the future. So never ever look at surpassing the goal as being like, oh, they made it, I don't need the help. Every little bit of help counts. And if you can't help financially, help them by sharing this campaign out does wonders for these creators.
Well, the big thing is as well, there are some wonderful stretch goals which Dan and Nicoletta put together.
We'll get
there. There's some nice little
fantastic.
bonuses tied in there.
Well, let's do this. Let me catch up on chat, and then we'll jump into stretch goals.
Absolutely.
I just want to impress upon what Fry was just saying, though, guys. The way you can help creators beat the gatekeepers is by sharing it out. That is the one thing that we can do. If you cannot actually monetarily support them with a share, because that really is the way to open it up for these guys to get the word out and get their universe out, because they're making a universe, and it's a great story with a great message. Tesla was a visionary, and what he was doing, what he did, changed the world. I mean, if you play video games, if you've ever used remote control, it all spawned from this man, and these guys are taking his legacy and turning it into a fantastic journey and adventure. It's just awesome. So please, share.
If I can just add to that, Jared, we actually are creating a Teslaverse.
That is the agenda. That is the agenda. We want to be empowered to create this universe, and I have the story Bible spans 300 years. My dudes, do you realize that's 300 graphic novels? And I'm already 62. There's no way I, as one human, can do all that work. So I'm trying to create something that, but I want to create something that I can involve other artists and creatives in. And that's what we're trying to grow here. So it's not about the money. It's about growing support and eyeballs and talent. And, we're trying to create something really big and important.
Yeah.
The indie spirit.
That is awesome.
You guys.
Let me
you guys are awesome.
burn through this chat here real quick, guys, just to make sure that we're trying to get caught up. Lindsay over on YouTube comes in to say, love the lunchbox. Looks like we've got a question from Rose. Rose over on YouTube says, please, can you say if the next issue will go out every 3 months? Am I right? I believe that Rose is actually a backer from the previous Indiegogo.
She is indeed. And all the Indiegogo supporters actually got 4 of their 6 books already.
Nice.
We had them, and so we just loaded them up. And we have in the campaign when you go through the campaign, you'll see there's a release schedule for the official releases of all the books, and that's for the next for 2022.
It's a little sneak peek.
If anybody was wondering, that's how Nicoletta auditioned for Tesla Comics. She was just picking up stuff in front of the screen, bringing it, and she just did it flawlessly.
I know.
So Rose should have the first 4 books, and then when book 2 comes out, we'll send it to her.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
And so continuing on that, Willie Silver over on Twitch asked, is this a newer book set from the first campaign? So if someone's already back to the campaign, I guess the question kind of remains right now. What benefits are there for people that have already backed on the Indiegogo campaign to back now? Are there any additional elements?
If they're only interested in the books, then they're all set. They're in. They're already insiders. And
that's awesome.
And they are our heroes because they're our first founding members, and we're going to treat you guys right. So if anything extra comes along, we want you to have it. So So like if you've got the books and you don't want another set of books, we'll send you something else. Like Len said, we'll make it right for you. You guys are, our initial supporters, and we love you and we appreciate you and we want to treat you right. But I would, again, I would recommend getting a second set of books, and because these are going to be super rare, my friends, super rare.
And based on what Victor was saying earlier on, it looks like there may be an edition of Chapter 1 coming out with some sneak peek of something at the back end as well. So, I mean, that would also be something to think about.
Okay.
That is great. Yeah, I love how you guys have set up this as an entire platform. I really think it's brilliant. I've yet to see another creator do this. I think it's awesome what you guys are doing. Nicoletta, it looked like you were about to say something.
Oh, I was going to say, I am a bit of a comic collector myself, and sometimes I'll get 2 editions just to have one to read and to love and to share, and one to collect. Like, when people come over and they want to read my comics, I'm like, no, I'm sorry, but that stays in its box in its little, in its little plastic sleeve. But I love that, you can have one of each, one to love, one to keep. So.
That was awesome. Nobody's Illusion came in on Twitch saying, "Ooh, congrats on being fully funded." And I should also say that right before we awarded the CryptoComics badge, Crutchy did come in and let us know.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Crutchy.
Wow. That's
awesome,
guys.
That's crazy.
We've got Andrew over on YouTube saying, "First day funded." Great name, by the way, Andrew.
That's my boyfriend.
Hey,
he's at Raw right now. He's at the wrestling, but he still wanted to come in and comment.
Oh, he's at Raw.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yell for us.
And for everyone else, keep in mind that First Day Funded is a very, very important step for the marketing for this book, because what that's going to enable them to do now is, again, this goes back to everybody sharing things out, but the more traffic they can actually drive to this page, that's how they can hopefully gain, the little moniker of campaigns we love from Kickstarter. The main benefit there is that you sharing things out, like the campaign itself, sharing out word to your friends, things like that might be interested in it. The more traffic they can drive to that, the platform itself will actually start organically, leading people over to this book. So you can help them in a big way by sharing things out. JD Smith. Oh, go ahead. I'm trying to go fast. So if I cut you off, just cut me off, Dan.
Oh, by all means, keep going.
How does Victor have time to work on this book when his voice acting career is full swing? I was wondering the same thing.
I'm lucky that I also have Dan's creative brain at work, so that we can balance things out. So I can do my vocal close-ups.
So you can see your adoring fans.
Yeah.
Willie Silver over on Twitch says, "I love mine. I'm looking forward to getting the next 2 books. Gold Founders membership on Indiegogo." Nice.
Nice. Gold Founder.
Nice, Willie.
Thank you, Willie.
Thank you.
And I love this stuff. You can tell Willie is a real collector. Not to say other people aren't, but I'm saying, a real collector, they're like,
there is
I kind of
pen that would be really nice. Just throw it in there. I'm telling you, that pen is really good looking. And the stickers, those stickers look good and hand cut.
It's hard not to want this stuff, because you can look at this book, guys, and you know that this is going to carry. You know what I mean? That these guys are onto something. They're onto something where it's going to be important to have that first edition print. It's going to be important to have those first things. And us Uber collectors, we're like, it might also be pretty cool to have a handful of those stickers and that pin. And you know what I mean? You always want to be the guy that has that little extra thing. Let's see here. Rose Kirby says, "Can't keep my eyes open." That's not good, Rose. You're probably pretty tired.
She is.
You can answer the question. Hopefully we covered the question, Rose. Yeah. If we didn't cover the question, please, anybody that's got any questions about this, feel free to jump in chat. I apologize that we're so far behind on chat here, but we had so much content to go over, and we wanted to make sure that we gave it, enough time that we tried to answer as many questions organically as we could. Willie Silver says, "Also, are you going to make any of the digital downloads available to the Indiegogo backers?"
Yeah, the digital downloads are available for those that came in on the reward levels where it featured. Absolutely. So there we go.
I can
You
speak
heard it here first.
Yeah, I can speak on that too. I just actually finished those because I wanted to. Well, first of all, there's of course the digital comic that you can find on the marketplace for free, but also our supporters, our Indiegogo supporters, the digital comic that you're going to get from our site is also a different approach and a different product altogether. So I didn't want to cheat anybody. So every time, we create a product from this one story, it's going to be different. So that version is presented panel by panel, and it's really quite beautiful and different. So yeah, you're definitely going to get that pretty soon, I think, right, Len?
Yep, absolutely. That'll be up within the next day or two.
And there is a video, if anybody's watching has any other questions on the digital comic and how it's different from the physical one, there's a video with Victor and Dan where they go a little bit more into detail. If you scroll down through, there is a video on it.
And when you say scroll down, that's on the Kickstarter page?
On the Kickstarter page, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the Kickstarter page that we didn't go over. I mean, there's like really deep dives into the characters and the story and all that stuff. So it's worth taking some time.
Yeah,
and the Comic-Con. The Comic-Con was really awesome because, we got to gauge response from people, live, and that was really important.
Oh, yeah.
And what we learned was we were hitting it on all cylinders because we even had a lineman from Edison came over, and I said, "Wow, you're talking with the enemy here?" He says, "Oh no, we all know who Tesla is. We all know." But we had Tesla fans coming over. We had people who were concerned about the environment. We had people who had kids that were like, "Wow, we don't find many kid comics. This is great. This is totally accessible." So we were hitting it. It was really great and fun.
There was one family, a dad, his son, and a daughter, and the son was actually named after Nikola Tesla. So he comes over and they're just taking a picture with our banner. And I'm like, "Oh, hey, you guys, big Tesla fans?" And like, "Yeah, we named my son after him." And I'm like, "Well, my name's Nicoletta. That's kind of like Nikola." So he comes over and he wants me to take a picture with his son. He's like, "Look, Nicoletta and Nikola." Like,
that is so awesome.
Yeah.
I love this idea, and I think maybe we're missing some branding opportunities here. But JD Smith Digital says, speaking of voice acting, Jared, you should be the voice of coffee.
I would, but I quit drinking it.
Oh.
I don't think anybody would ever guess that, though.
How about what?
Listen, voice acting is about transforming yourself, Jared. So you don't have to drink the coffee; you just have to be the coffee.
Be the coffee.
Oh,
he is coffee.
Like a master. All right, I'm following Victor. I can do this.
Right.
Hold on.
TCT's
Here we go.
In the house.
Here we go.
Talking about masters of their craft, we got TCT coming in over on Twitch. What's up, TCT? Saying hello to everybody.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, buddy.
How's it going, TCT?
And then, of course, immediately the chat
T-Heel.
blows up with everybody saying hi to TCT.
Hi.
Kachi says, so Indiegogo backers will be receiving an email with the login details for the Tesla Comics website soon?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh, awesome.
And then finally, Nobody's Illusion. Sorry, I've been skipping a lot of Nobody's messages. I apologize, nobody. But it says, "Oh, that's so sweet."
It is sweet.
So yeah, if I've mistakenly skipped your chat or anything like that, I apologize. We just got so far behind. I wanted to rush and get us caught up and try to hit as many of the questions.
So that we can move on to something next. And I just totally cut Fry off. I'm sorry.
Jared, you're good.
I'm
you're
so
good.
excited about this part. Okay. So remember at the very beginning how I was telling y'all that this team was like super duper duper awesome? Well, we now get to go and look at issue number 1 and take a look at the Dan style and Victor and Dan's like merging because we're going to go check out the preview right now and show it because this team put the comic into issue number 1 into the marketplace so that we can actually go in and have the opportunity to preview it and enjoy it. There is a link that you can use to get over to the Kickstarter from the comic, so you'll have that opportunity. But also, please leave a review, share it out. let people get a taste of this universe that is being created by these sorry, that was a mistake because of I saw the two pictures, but these 4 fantastic team members of Tesla Comics. These guys really have a mission, and that mission is to bring us a great story that just pleases the eye. I love Dan's style, and I can already tell the chemistry between Dan and Victor has got to be awesome, because as they've been just talking about going back and forth, the only thing I can think of is my own team. You know, we have that same kind of chemistry where we're yelling at each other sometimes, like, no, you gotta understand. It's like, no, I'm making you work too much. I'm sorry, but you gotta do it. And you're like, I'll do it. And I like really how you started off the first page with a tribute to Tesla. That was so awesome. I just want to tip my hat.
It is
so
really important
awesome.
because, you know, so many people, and I spoke to somebody today. Actually, my nurse came here to dress my foot and whatever, but he didn't know who Nikola Tesla was. I find it so strange that there are so people who don't even know that name. They always associate it with Elon and the car. You know, so literally we have to educate.
Another thing I really liked with the second page is you imposed, so you have the real Tesla right there with his picture, and then you imposed your character over real pictures.
Right.
That was genius. I love that. Like,
that was an important way for us to get the message across about the climate change side of it. So,
there's a series. We have a series of pictures like that.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Because it really merges the two worlds, you know? It brings in the comic with the real, and you get that sense, and then boom, you're going right into the story, but you have that sense of reality in the back of your head. You know what I mean?
Right.
Very, very cool. And then there is the Dan art. Like, man, Dan, you just got such a killer style, bro. I freaking love it.
Just so colorful.
Right? His color is fantastic.
Yeah.
I like colors.
We need to get that. Can we? Is there any way you guys can get that audio for me?
Clip that. Yeah.
Please.
Somebody please clip that. I want to turn that into my text message notification.
Oh, I was going to do that.
Yeah, see, you really go into detail in drawing the pieces together too. You know, it's not like a simple tail. It's a tail with a bunch of little like wires. Even if I don't even know what they are, but
I want to know how you got this effect right here.
Yeah, that looks.
The sound effect.
Just kind of not the sound effects itself, but the reflection that it's superimposed on.
Oh yeah. Used basically I flipped the image in Photoshop and used the finger painting tool to smear it.
Oh, okay.
And for those of you that don't know what they're talking about, like me, that sounds really cool, guys.
Yeah. I will do. I'll do some videos after I move to Arizona and set up my studio fresh and have some good cameras and stuff. I'll definitely share my techniques with you guys. That's part of my agenda.
Awesome.
Going to be a TikTok series.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. See that's creative. Now, do turtles exist in this world?
I would like to think that there are still some turtles, but they're no doubt in severe peril.
No, that's currently.
Yeah, but I would.
In a way, you have to think of some of the fauna of the planet as somewhat altered.
Yeah.
In a way, part of it you can attribute to the fact of the years that some of the years that have passed and the extreme exposure to some of humanity's, the damaging chemicals and things. And part of it also is the combining that and giving Dan an opportunity to create some fascinating characters, even like the birds and the fish that you see in the beginning of the chapter.
I love the combination of the biological with the mechanical too. That just look is fascinating to me.
Yeah, and that's a big part of Tesla's. Tesla's universe is the merging of tech and art and nature, and you'll notice that all the villains will have more grotesque mechanical weaponry and vehicles, whereas Tesla's team will have things that are more nature influenced and sensible, like the water spiders, for instance. They're just anatomically make sense.
Right. And they're smooth looking comparatively speaking to like the planes. Your 2-page spreads in this book are fantastic, by the way.
Well, thank you.
Oh yeah.
We'll get to some and show off some. They are just
I think it's the next page actually.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah, here's one.
I love this.
Yeah.
If you want to really upset a tattoo artist, bring them this image.
Yeah, that would really make their day. To be like, and don't forget those little white S's.
Well, and that's what's crazy is Matt, actually, if you go back to that 2-page spread and if you zoom in, a lot of what Dan is known for is how meticulous he is with just crazy details that most artists just kind of overshadow, or they just kind of, rough it out. I mean, if you look even down to just what we would call the framing and design work. So that's just the edging of the letters that are on each of these pages is so crisp and tight. It's crazy. I mean, just every element all the way down to, I guess I would refer to it as the toes of the robot in the background there. Everything is just so highly detailed and stuff. And I just can't get over it, Dan. I love your art.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah,
also,
your style is one of a kind.
Sorry, this ship. Oh, no, you're good. On top of being their main mode of transportation and being anamorphic, it's also an intergalactic submarine, which I think in of itself is pretty awesome. Yeah. So it goes through space, water, anything they need. It's
just like a turtle. The head goes in, the feet go in, the tail go in, and all of a sudden you got a flying saucer, right?
We say the same thing about Jared. Every time he gets scared.
What? That's not true.
One thing I'd like to add to that, when we were getting ready for Comic-Con, we toyed with the idea of having a couple of actors to play Tesla and Spring. So I asked Dan to prepare a couple of scripts that we could use for the audition. And in the script for Spring came something which I didn't know, and obviously we're still learning about the characters as well, in the fact that the Martian triplets and the Martian population live inside Mars. That's the key about their whole thing. And they've said they lived inside Mars. We didn't tell you about it because basically we didn't want you to know. That's in the script. So as far as we're concerned right now, there could be a whole population living inside Mars. And that's where these characters have come from.
That's very cool. I mean, it makes perfect sense with all the people that live inside the Earth. I would see how that would just roll right over.
Sure.
Well, exactly. I think if you think about it from the point of view, even now with all the movement that's being made to go to Mars and colonize Mars, the realism of having a whole Martian race by the year 2300 wouldn't be the same. So I think the fact that they're already there inside the planet makes perfect sense.
And just to clarify what Jared mentioned, so the Earth Keepers, the surface of the world has been almost completely destroyed by Jed and black carbon. It's almost uninhabitable. So these Earth Keepers are living underground, and they kind of pop up in cities that need their help, and they can bring people down and perform medical stuff. And so I think that's pretty cool. So in a way, we're all Earth Keepers.
That's the point. I mean, anybody that cares
that's
for the planet,
beautiful.
and anybody that cares for the planet and the climate and wants to, no matter what you do, even in the smallest way, that makes you an Earth Keeper.
Yeah. If you actually that page that you currently are, if you scroll up, you'll get to see we have that outline of the city, and in a way, what you'll probably be seeing more as we continue the story is that people still live there, but the circumstances are very dire. But as we know, a lot of the times we find ourselves in positions where we are forced to live in a certain way or just out of necessity. So in this world, there's no such thing as going for a nice walk in a lovely park. It's making sure that you have your gas mask and you go out and about to do whatever it is that you need to do. So it's going to be very contrasting from the world that the Earth Keepers are trying to recover and the kind of underground lifestyle that they have.
And don't forget, apart from the pollution as well, as the atmosphere is sort of whittled away, ultraviolet and all the rays and everything are going to start becoming deadly for human skin. Already you're on factor 600 or whatever it is on just your sunscreen. So it's just going to get deadlier and deadlier.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Dan, but Dan was telling me a little bit about his process when he actually makes the books. And he was telling me that it's like a panel by panel, right? Like you don't look at a page and do it that way. You kind of put the panels together.
Right. Yeah. I do a panel at a time, basically. But generally, I will plot out the book so that it flows correctly. So yeah, I will first, thumbnail sketch it out so that the layout is pre-planned. But then when it comes down to it, I do it panel by panel. So like every panel there was probably done on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper as a sketch.
Each individual panel?
Yeah, each individual panel. Like even the 2-page spreads are done that way too. So they're all pretty much the same. But and again, sometimes the sketches don't have to be that elaborate because I know where I'm gonna take the rendering and pull it over the top and use textures and whatnot. But also the backgrounds are super important to me so that the context is there. Like you said, the details, the devil's in the details, but the details are important, and wonderful people like you notice that, and I appreciate that. And yes, Aaron, it is a labor of love. Yeah.
I say, Dan, we seem to have lost your picture. I don't know why.
Oh, it might be my fault because my earbuds are wearing out.
His beauty just, too magnificent. It
I'm
burned out
here,
the
though.
Camera lens.
Well, we are creeping up onto the 2-hour mark here, so let's see here. I believe that Matt has something a little special for us.
Oh,
yeah.
What?
So
All
everybody, go to your dashboard on CryptoComics.com.
I will.
And
thank you.
Okay. Come down just a little bit.
All right. I'm
Go
doing
over
it now.
and you'll see my badges.
To the right?
To the right hand
Yes.
side, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. The code is Technocrats.
I gotta say, these 2 badges tonight are like 2 of my favorite badges I've ever realized.
Dude.
Ooh,
look at that.
that's exciting.
All right, and with that, let's check in real quick one more time before we close everything out on the Kickstarter campaign. What are we at? I just want to know at this point. I know
we
we've
still
already
have
hit
your stretch goals.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
we definitely need to hit the stretch goals.
So I'll run through them
hurry.
real quick.
Okay.
We'll do the quick version. So at 2,000, Dan is going to do a special video where he thanks every single backer individually.
Yes.
Cool.
Wow, that's cool. That is cool.
For 3,000, he's going to give away 10 limited edition shirts like the shirt I'm wearing to anyone who backed $20 or more.
Oh, it's on!
And then
Sorry, I just got real excited.
Yeah, we're drawing. Yeah.
For 4,000, he's going to give away 10 limited edition hoodies to anyone who donated $20 or more.
And these will be randomly drawn, don't forget. So it's not
They're
everybody.
going to be drawn from a lunchbox. The names are going to be drawn out of a lunchbox. So
that is cool.
Fun. And then for 5,000, everyone who gave 200 or more, they get their own lunchbox, and then he's going to do a drawing for 3 people to get a free one that have donated $20 or more.
That is awesome.
So if you give 200 or more, you automatically get one, and everyone who donated 20 or more is going to be entered to win one for free. And then at 6,000, so we really wanted to emphasize this idea of sustainability, and I'm huge on sustainability. 80% of my clothes are thrifted. I have reusable containers for everything. So we really wanted to bring that home. And if we get to that mark, we're going to fill the lunch boxes with wool dryer balls and then metal straws. And the dryer balls are a replacement for dryer sheets. You drip a little bit of essential oil on there, throw it in your dryer, and your clothes will smell amazing.
Very cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love my metal
and then metal straws. That's fantastic. I have those. They're awesome.
They're cool.
Oh yeah. I really like this next one too.
For 7,000, anyone who donated $100 or more gets a tree planted in their name.
That's so cool.
And for 8, the lunchbox, we're going to put even more in the lunch boxes, and everyone's going to get a set of their own fruit and vegetable bags. You know when you go to the grocery store and you have those plastic bags that you have to pull from the top? These are reusable net bags. When you go to the register, though, I don't know if any of you guys use them, you just have to tell the cashier. Usually the bags will have their weight written on them. You just have to make sure that they know how much it weighs, because otherwise they get charged a few more cents. So just a little life hack there. But they are very convenient and they help the planet a lot.
So now are these bags branded with Tesla Comics? Okay, these are just conservation.
But you will also have one of those stickers. You just slap it right on the bag.
Nice,
there you go.
Nice.
You have the bag. You have the sticker. So you put the sticker
or the
on your
pin.
forehead.
You can put the pin on there too.
Yeah.
There you go.
That would look cute. Now, the thing I'm most excited for, if we get to 9,000, everyone who pledged $100 or more is going to get a free NFT.
What? That's freaking awesome.
And if I can throw in there as well, we mentioned the dolls, the Tesla and Tesla and Spring. There are also NFTs of those, which we've got as well. And whoever comes in and gets the actual dolls will get the NFTs as well, tied in with it.
There's only one of each. So the first person to buy each of the dolls gets an NFT attached. And if you guys are curious, and maybe you don't know what an NFT is, maybe you do. We do have an OpenSea account. So if you go to our link tree, which is linked on all our social media accounts, you click on there, you go to OpenSea, and that'll pull up our account, and we'll show you all the NFTs we have available. Dan's amazing work with the individual panels has really allowed us a unique NFT collecting experience. So you get to own a piece of the actual comic. So there's only one of each panel that will be turned into an NFT. And then everyone will get the opportunity to hop on first to collect their favorite panel.
Right. Dude, that's awesome. So with the statues, it's the first person that buys the 2 statue package gets the 2 NFTs with those statues.
Or the individual. So let's say if one person just gets one of the dolls, they get to claim that NFT first. Like if they buy the Tesla doll, they get the Tesla NFT first, but then Spring will still be open.
Oh, okay.
That's really interesting.
Very cool. Very creative.
All right, guys. Well, in order for these guys to hit these stretch goals, though, we all got to do our part and just share it out. Help get the word out. Help let all your friends know about it. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping I get pulled for one of them sweatshirts. Right.
Yeah, me too.
Outside of that, you guys can also find these guys' merch by going over to their website. Let me pull, or do we have that pulled up?
There will be a link on the preview in the marketplace to their website on the cover, I believe. Let me double check.
Yeah, so you can link over there and check out some of the other merch they've got in there.
So you can get right there.
I'll also say, I know Dan sells some really ridiculously cool merch with his art. Do you guys have anything else any other places that people can find you on social media personally or anything like that?
Well,
we're everywhere.
You're everywhere. Well, shiz. That's fantastic.
Victor
I knew you guys
does a
look
voice call.
familiar.
We have a Discord server that is going to start up soon. We have a podcast that's out. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, and I live on all our social accounts. So if you leave a message, if you want to ask us a question, I'll get to it, especially on TikTok. If you guys want to comment a question on any of our videos, we will answer it with a video. We're always on social media.
Just so you know, it's generally at Tesla Comics, but on Twitter, it's Tales of Tesla.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
But they're all on the
That's
link
cool.
tree. So.
Oh, and so we've already got people in chat that are stoked for the Discord.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, there you go.
That's awesome.
It's
yeah.
the server on Discord is called Tesla V3.
Tesla V3.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I just want to say real quick, thank you guys for letting us host you and have fun and hang out while we check everything out. If anybody wants access to that comic that we were showing earlier, that preview, you can just go over to cryptocomics.com/u/Zenboy, and you can sign up underneath Dan right now inside of the system. You can sign up and follow him real easily there, and you'll be able to find that Tales of Tesla 2300.
So we will get that link put in the chat.
Mm-hmm. It's in the chat a little bit earlier, but I'm going to put it in again really quick, just so that
I got it.
Okay.
Easy. Oh, okay. Thank you, Matt. And that being said, like we said earlier, guys, these guys hit that goal. Congratulations to you guys. But outside of that goal,
guys,
I mean, let me be totally honest with you. I'm a collector. We need to hit these stretch goals, y'all.
Yeah, we do.
Thanks for your help, guys.
Cool stuff.
Yeah,
thank you.
And the one thing I'd just like to add to that
opportunity.
We have a lot of other things in the pipeline. So everything that comes in on this Kickstarter is all feeding that larger Teslaverse as we go through. So, I mean, basically, there's so much stuff to come. Dan and Victor have not even scratched the surface yet. Mm-hmm. So there's so much stuff to come, and I'm so excited. Thank you guys for hosting this. It's been amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Basically, guys, you helping us allows for all the ideas that are making my head explode to be able to come onto the page and become a reality, so you guys can actually be a part of it as well, and of Dan's creations as well. So thank you for all the support, and thank you guys for having us. It's great coming here.
Thank you. We get to hang out with the cool Tales of Tesla Comics team, Tesla Comics. And you guys are telling us thank us? No, thank you. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you so much for bringing so much into the world. Like, you guys are really, really doing something amazing, incredible, and important. So, I'm sorry, but I love a world where I can breathe outside. Like, I really do, and I want to keep it that way. So thank you, guys.
If I can just throw one final little thing out there, if I may. We are looking for talent. We are looking for talented artists and people who think that the Teslaverse might be something they would like to dabble in. So feel free, reach out to us. Whatever way. If you go to the TeslaComics.com on the contact page, just reach out to us and let's start a conversation.
Right on. Well, hey, everybody out there, please smash that like button. Share this out. Help Tesla Comics get the word out. Remember, they've only just begun. They have only started on the gauntlet. Now they must go through the grueling 59 days of just telling everybody over and over and over again, come help us, because we're going to save the world. So thank you, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. It has been an honor. And thank you, Dan, Lynn, Nicoletta, Victor. Thank you guys so much. Everybody out there, thank you so much for coming and having fun with us. I hope it was great. Go in and check it out at the marketplace. And have a great, great, great week, y'all.
Thank you.
I don't know where that thing came from with Jared. I just wanted to make that apology formally.
It was like, peace.
He's working on his boy band.